Hey everyone, welcome back to Josh Gets Lost for our 30 minutes a day Minecraft series. If you saw in last week's final episode, we've got some friends making their way over here. I'm gonna get us some space. My computer is not very happy. Let's get us some planks. Maybe we can see if we make a boat. This will help us maybe a little. They are fixed on us. These are the Pillagers. What a way to be welcomed back into the game. I was kind of hoping when I closed out that they would just disappear. But it did not happen. So, will they ignore me? Let's see. Because I want to go and begin to go today on a special trip on the ocean. These guys don't seem to want to do that. Give me just 1 second, though. I want to adjust something. All right. I realized I had my... all that tree up there, I realized I had my render settings still very, very high. And did not want to mess with any kind of lag. 32 is a bit high for my computer when I'm loading this world. It might be perfect on yours. Give those settings a try. Sometimes if you notice it running slow, turn it down. If it's, doing fine, see if you can go higher, because that view is obviously very great. All right. My goals for today are to plant some trees over here near spawn and begin going on a boat. This week is going to be boat exploration week. I think in the next couple episodes, we can spend some time out on a boat, see what we find, and bring it back here. But these guys are not leaving. So we're going to try out this. Come here. All right, there's two of them. Keep them away from me. Come here, shoot me. What? All right, we're gonna run and eat real quick. Yeah, I don't like this at all. We are about to have our first nighttime action. And let's go sleep, because we're going to have a lot of people to fight if we don't. I'm not sure why my shield was not blocking that second volley of... wow, you can see over there all the zombies that are burning respawned. The good news is mobs will not spawn within a certain distance from you. And so... Alright, we've got Bad Omen, but it doesn't really matter because the rain has come to wash away everything. Oh wow, we got Unbreaking 1, Piercing 1 crossbow. That's a pretty nice crossbow. Just find out. You guys cannot be milked, you are sheep. Alright, let's drink up our milk. There we go. Okay. Well, that was a little unexpected. I'm going to go ahead and store this right now. We're going to go ahead and store all of these pink petals. Got some rotten flesh. Dripstone we'll make use of later. Got some more iron. We got our cherry leaves. We're going to save these cherry logs. Get all this stuff up here. Got these ominous banners. Banners are fun. You can put them down on the ground like this, or you can put them on the sides of things that are 2 blocks tall. Do I have anything 2 blocks tall? Like right here, you could put a banner. All right, that's now banner hole. We need to eat some steak. Did I leave any food over here? Yes, we did. We got some roast mutton for our journey. Hopefully we'll find some more things to eat as well. Let's go ahead. I think we're not going to be encountering any snow too much on our journey. So let's go ahead and put our leather boots in here, and I can use either the recipe book or crafting interface to make some iron boots. Also, one thing new in Java 120 is if you're holding a piece of armor in your hand, right click and you will put it on. So there we go with that. We've also got our boat there. Oh my gosh. Ha! Oh my gosh. I just had a heart attack. I've seen wandering traders spawn in the weirdest of occasions. Like, usually while I'm building something, I'll see them in the recording spawn in. I've never seen one spawn 2 feet in front of my face. Oh my gosh. Well, this is quite an opportunity here. In fact, that very boat we just picked up, let's put back down. And we're going to put our wandering trader in that. Wow. Let's see if our buddy's got anything to sell. These guys will randomly appear in your world, and they sell different things. Sometimes they're things that are very useful. Sometimes they're things that are not as useful, like cherry saplings. Dude, we just got, those are right up there. You're so lazy. Purple dye. That requires blue and red dyes, but we've got blue right up the hill. Red dyes aren't that hard to get. Kelp. There's an ocean right there. What else? Green dye is a little harder to get. You have to have cactuses. So if we were, had explored a lot and hadn't found a desert yet, this might be something that we would want to buy. Vines, we already saw where a jungle was, so we don't really need to worry about that. And here, blue ice. That's something that can be pretty valuable, but obviously it is 6 emeralds, and we only have 2. So sorry, buddy. We're going to have to pass on your offerings. It would have been nice. Sometimes they sell different trees, trees that aren't from this region. So that could have been pretty helpful for us. Let's see if I can break these leads by moving. Nope, they're just going with him. This is going to get tricky. I'd like to keep these llamas, but they tend to get mad at you when... They tend to get a little mad at you when you get their buddy. But what I could do is the same thing I did to him. I don't want to use all our nice cherry wood for this, so I'm going to make boats. In fact, I should be able to, with one boat, get both of these llamas in. All right, there's that one. And, excuse me, sir. Can you get in this boat kindly? There we go. And now we have 2 leads. Leads are very, very cool. There's a lot of different uses for them. Obviously, one is you can pull around animals by right-clicking them with the lead. You can walk around with them. They will follow you wherever you want them to go. Let's put you back in the boat. There we go. And yeah, they're very useful for that. These guys will stay here in this thing, and we can actually, maybe when we get back from our trip, tame them. This guy will disappear after a while in your world. You cannot keep him forever. He is not a permanent feature. If it gets night while he's wandering around, he will actually throw a potion and turn invisible, so to hide from the mobs. And he will also drink milk in the morning to get away from that. But man, it's a shame. I was hoping you would have something interesting to offer, but out of the goodness of my heart, I'm not going to kill you. I am going to get my boat back. Now this gets a little tricky because when someone is in a boat, it's hard to tell where their hitbox, aka when I swing my axe, what's going to hit them and what's going to hit the boat. And there's a little trick you can do on Java, which is F3 plus B. And I can see now the different hitboxes. His is this tall, rectangular, white, cube kind of looking rectangle box, cuboidal shape. I looked it up one day, what a cube that's not perfectly cubical is called, and it was basically just like cuboid or something. And these llamas, same thing. You can see the boat, which is actually, even though the boat's facing that way, the hitbox is square down there. So it's kind of interesting. There we go. All right, you're a free man. I will take your llamas. Thank you for the leads, and have a nice journey without your pets. Hey, that can be another thing we name when we get name tags. So in the comments, tell me what you think these llamas? These llamas should be named. Although namas might be one of the key, the chief ideas there. We've got another egg. I'm going to save that for later. Looks like we've got plenty of torches. Our hoe. We may do a quick run over of the farm real quick before we leave. We will want to plant the sugarcane, but that's not an urgent problem. So, with that said, let's go plant these cherry saplings, and then we will begin to head out on our way. If spawn was near 0, which I'm coming over here. Let's see. Oh, this way. So 0 in this world is right here. This block right here. So we're going to put a tree there. I'm not sure if maybe that'll become a forever tree. And then we are going to use F3 plus G, just like we use F3 plus B, to see these yellow lines, which are those infamous chunks that I have been talking about. So in each of these chunks, I'm going to plant one of these. And ideally, if the math is correct, every single one of these spots that are close here to spawn, within a pretty close distance, should be able to be loaded and growing trees while we are on our journey. And in fact, if I really want to show my faith in this process, I'll put a light by each of these. For one thing, when we get back and this area is loaded, if the tree grows underneath it, could be covering the sun in the shade, and we don't want to have any monsters hanging out there. But it'll also help, the light will help the trees grow if it turns night while we are gone. So let's do that. Let's get you. You are kind of in a weird spot there, right on the chunk border. There we go. I guess that makes sense, though 0 and everything works out from it. And let's put one more here. This is not the most efficient way to farm trees. There are other things that we can do later to grow them faster, but just planting them for now, I think will be very helpful for us. And I'm going to put one right here as well. You can see I'm usually leaving a space off the edge. I'm not 100% sure on this, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they like to grow on the edges of cliffs like that. So there we go. All right, we are going to put the rest of these up for safekeeping. You are just hanging around, dude. We're going to turn off those annoying lines, which are not my favorite. Oh, yep, there he went. He has disappeared. That means it's probably, yep. The rain sometimes obscures when it is actually turning to night. But you can tell there was a subtle darkening, and as soon as I heard him drink that, that meant he was preparing to get out of town. So let's, we got our hoe. Let's get these. It looks like most of them have grown, except for one. So I'll just go fast here and not even bother missing the ones that weren't fully grown, because it's not going to hurt them at all to be replanted while we're gone. I'm curious whether this farm is within our spawn chunks or not. They can go as far as 16 spots, and here you can see why we don't jump on our farms. That was bad. I should pay more attention. But here we go. Wait, where'd my torch go? Oh, did I just plow through it on accident? Are we actually going to get... We're going to start filling in these rows for now. Here's the deal. I know there's a whole min-maxing theory on don't plant the same crop in every row, blah, 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 blah. But when you don't have space, why would you not just go ahead and plant those spots? Because even if they grow slower, we almost have twice as many than if we skipped every other row. So until we get more things to grow, that is not a bad strategy. All right, we've got a boat. We've got our bucket. We've got our wheat, which I'll keep in there. That'll be helpful because we can actually use those with the llamas later on. I'm going to put this cherry wood up here. I am going to take a few of these birch logs. I'm going to make a chest. That way we can combine it with our boat and make a chest boat. There we go. Chest boat is an interesting thing. It only has room for one person because the chest is in the other spot. He is just still hanging out there. Unless you're new. Are you new? Nope, you're the same loser from before. All right. See you, man. You're not getting your llamas back. All right, we are halfway into this episode, just a little over. We've got things. Let me grab a little more food just to be safe, although it's never a bad idea to leave some food behind at your base, because worst happens and you die and you get sent back here to spawn and it's night. Not only can you maybe get to your bed, but also you can get some food if you are going to be under attack from monsters right away. Because you do lose your gear when you die. It will fall off of you and in the spot you die. And if you are nearby that spot, it will actually, and that area is loaded in the game, it'll actually take, it'll be 5 minutes. Hello. Well, that was a successful journey already. I did just notice that our precious hoe is still in my inventory. So I'm going to go get rid of that real quick and drop this iron off. No reason to have my inventory clogged up with that at the moment. All right, go in there. Oh, we've got 7 waiting for us. Wow. You come up here. All right. This journey has had lots of starts and stops. But here we go. But anyways, when you die, your items will like basically spill out on the ground where you died. And then when you are in an area close to it, you know, if it's loaded into the game, what will happen is you'll have 5 minutes before those loose items despawn or disappear forever. So it's a good rule of thumb to kind of always begin to have some backup gear in case you die. I'm kind of just looking around here at our shoreline. I mean, after all, we did just run into iron just cruising by. We may see some more. The spruce is always within range, so I'm not really in a huge hurry to get that. It's got some more stony shores. Ooh, we got some gravel over there. That's worth knowing. And there is the jungle that we talked about from last time. I forgot I can't do this in a chest boat. There we go. Get my shield off, make it a little easier for you guys to see. There is a nice little resource pack that can make the shield lower, which I plan to add here in the future, but for this week or so, I did not want to throw in too many extra things and make it too complicated. I wanted to keep it as vanilla as possible, but I am hoping to add in that lower shields resource pack so I can have a shield, but you guys can see more of the screen. And also I'm hoping to add in the coordinates resource pack, both for myself and so that you guys can be able to see the chords more easily without having to hit F3 and without having to zoom in on the edits. Just save us all a bit of time and make it easier for you guys to follow along at home. So we'll be doing that as well. All right, we are in a boat. We are headed out. Let's get a little view here. All right, there we go. I am remembering that in this world, I do need to stop and get screenshots occasionally, both for myself and for the thumbnails for the videos, because unlike other worlds where I'm building something huge over a course of hours, and then I'm going and editing it, and I have lots of opportunities to take pictures of it without the camera on. In this world, we're basically, any time we spend in the game, we are spending in an episode. And so we are getting some more iron. Goody, goody, goody. All right, we've got now some new trees. So here you see the oak trees, and here we see the jungle trees. These trees are interesting. Jungle is very, very dense, and so these trees, they grow high, they have long branches. Some of them are more these single tall ones. But they have the lowest sapling, some of the lowest sapling drop rates of any tree. That's mostly because when they drop, they don't want the jungle to get even more dense in the game. But that does making harvesting them in order to go take them back home and farm them a little tougher, because you kind of got to save every sapling you get. You don't want to waste them. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to knock away those vines. And we're going to cut one of these shorter ones, see if we get some saplings. You see we got a new item, that's jungle wood. All right, and we're gonna see that. The brushing of the vines there scared me for just a little bit. Thought that might have been a creeper sound. All right, here we go. Now we've got our shears, and these are for good reason. With shears, we can begin getting vines. And vines are useful as a decoration tool. Whatever the lowest point is that you cut them is what will be the one that you get. So like that first one that I did, I cut it up high, and it basically meant that I lost all the vines below it. If I wanted to get the maximum amount of vines from the spot, I would do something like that. Don't want to do that though. Let's see. Can we get these broken a bit? Sometimes I don't want to waste my tool durability. Oh, there we go. Got some jungle leaves, which we'll probably throw out here. But we also got a sapling, so it doesn't hurt to break the leaves, especially like this. I don't want to waste time chopping that oak tree down and having oak planks in my inventory. So just seeing maybe if I can punch us out another sapling, get 2 for 1 here. Looks like I've just gotten, oh, there we go. We actually got another one. So jungle saplings are pretty good. You usually want to get at least 4. That way you can grow the 4 high trees. That's usually the best way to farm trees on the ones that are too high, because you just get more logs for the amount of work it takes to grow them. And there's a cool way to farm them. They may look really tall, but there's some tricks there. Come on, let me, come on. I'm too short. There we go. No, it didn't. Why did it switch spots there? There we go. Let's see if we get some saplings. Gotta watch the time here. Jungle is not a forgiving place to be when it turns night, so we definitely want to watch out for that. They're pretty dangerous during the day as well. Vines that we were talking about earlier are useful both, you can use them kind of as ladders if you want to put them on stuff, or as decorations, but you can combine them with different types of stone to make mossy stone. And in fact, there we go. We can make a mossy cobblestone with that vine, which is a cool looking block. You can find it naturally in some parts of the world, but adds a really nice touch. A lot of people use that when building to kind of make a transition point between stone looking structures and the ground, because the gray of the stone and then the gray green of the mossy cobblestone and then the green of the ground all flow together nicely. Oh, we did not finish chopping this tree. I guess we did, but we had to add back to it. All right, there we go. Are there any more? Anything else falling? All right, we are getting to sunset. I'm going to go sleep. Then we're going to get another resource or 2 from this jungle. I already saw them. You might have spotted them too. And one of those is one of the probably most overpowered items in the whole game for what it does and for how fast it grows. Of course, I'm talking about the cocoa bean. No, that is not the one that I'm talking about. All right, so this is where it gets dangerous. You know what? I'm going to leave my bed here just in case, kind of as my base camp. And I'm going to go in here. So the first item is the cocoa bean. And when you break these fully grown beans, you get a few different cocoa beans from these. And these are important. You can use them for chocolate chip cookies, which is a food that you can craft. It's not very good, but it is a food. Or you can use them for turning them into brown dye. And that is the only way in the game currently that you can get brown dye. So they're one of those items that you want to have if you ever decide you need brown dye. You're going to have to get it from cocoa beans. All right, this item though is the one I was mostly talking about, the bamboo. And all you really need is one of these because they grow super fast and can be farmed pretty quickly. Before 1.20, the bamboo was mostly useful because you could turn it into sticks very efficiently, and it made it a great resource to have in your base because of that reason. But since 1.20 has come out, they've also introduced a new item called bamboo wood, and you can use bamboo, group it together in groups of 9, and I'll show you guys maybe in the next episode what that looks like. Did I see an ocelot? No, I think that was just the dirt. So jungles can be filled with stuff. There's some ocelots sometimes, small cats running around. There are sometimes parrots in here. There can even be pandas, which is just pretty awesome, and they can be a lot of fun to see in Minecraft. And there's a nice ditch, and I think that's going to be our cue to head out of here, store these things in our boat, and perhaps move on for more resources we can gather. Remember, as we explore, we're not looking to like live in any of these spots here right at the moment. We haven't even built a house at our starter area. That area is just beautiful. I don't imagine moving on from that area anytime soon, but we we will find lots of resources. Beachfronts also have sand, which can be very useful in the game. You can use the sand as a block. You can make sandstone. It's important for making concrete, but also sand, if you smelt it, will become glass, and so that's important for windows. But we have some sand near us as well back home, so I want to make sure that we can use that and not worry about taking up inventory spaces with that. So let's head down here. Let's get in the boat, get a little bit away from shore, just in case. Don't trust that jungle. And let's push the E button, just like if we were looking at our own inventory, and now we are looking in the chest inside this boat. So our cocoa beans, let's put up there. Our vines, I'm going to go ahead and store the iron up here. Jungle saplings, jungle leaves, we do not need at all. More sugar cane, some jungle wood, and this random mossy cobblestone. There we go. I did not bring any regular stone, so I'll have to watch and make sure I don't go through any of my tools while we're out on this journey, because I'll have to build wooden tools at the current pace that we're going. So there we go. All right, let's move on around the coast. You want to be looking out as you're traveling. There's lots of different things in the water to see. Dolphins are cool creatures. If you actually feed them fish, they can lead you to hidden things such as underground structures, ruins, and also perhaps sometimes to buried treasure. So that's something people like to do, is give that to dolphins. They also can provide you a little effect when you're going to give you a boost. Looks like here, because jungle is a warm biome, this is actually a warm ocean, and I see some tropical fish floating around, which is pretty cool. So over there in the cold ocean spot, we had the squids, and we had the codfish, and here in this tropical part of the ocean, there's no coral or anything, which is something we could find elsewhere, but there is tropical fish, so that's pretty cool. I was kind of peeking out to see if there were any sea pickles. That's a fun item to find, but there's not any. So let's keep moving. I'm going to go here to the F5 mode and keep peeking around. There's sometimes, though, things in the ocean that are worth investigating, and it looks like over there we have a sunken monument, which I'm going to go over and take note of. I do not yet have the equipment to deal with it, but let me just get a quick screenshot of the coordinates, 588, 432. Now I remember where I can find that. Of course, I just follow the coast and turn right is the real thing. But here, right as our episode ends, it looks like we have found part of a shipwreck. So when the next episode begins, we're going to head down and figure out what this shipwreck is all about. All right, well, we are fully kitted up in armor. We have our boat. We are exploring the world, and we have already found a jungle and some cool resources there. So next episode, we're going to explore the shipwreck. We're going to continue exploring the coast here and see what all is nearby on the ocean in this world. what treasures and important resources we might be able to find and bring back home. This is Ocean Exploration Week on 30 minutes a day. Minecraft series, I am Josh Gets Lost. Thank you so much for getting lost with me, and if you like this, be sure to subscribe so you can keep getting lost with me in the future. We should have 4 episodes of this out every week. Hopefully, if this is your first video, you can go back and watch the first week, which is already on the channel. But until next time, I will see you all later. Bye!